Welcome back. It's your girl Candy K. Lynn,
And your boy Shot on Shot.
and it's time to.
Who will love? Do you look like he in a situation with
Sir,
anybody?
you are off topic. You came in
I'm
off
not off
topic
topic. I'm not off topic. Read them
because you're
questions.
being
Read them
messy.
questions. Read them questions. What's the questions for today? Read them questions.
You're being messy. So,
Read them questions.
so
Them
our
questions ain't got
question.
nothing to do with situation shit.
So today
Yeah.
we are talking about commitment. You know, who want? And I was thinking about Beyonce and Jay Z. Who wants the perfect love story anyway, right? Who wants to be in a committed relationship is what we're talking about today. Okay, and one of the questions is, men don't like commitment. Let's start there. Men don't like commitment. Mr. Shaw, is that the truth?
Caitlin, I'm not prepared for you. I gotta go over my Facebook. Oh goodness gracious. You know what I just remembered? I can't get on Facebook anymore. What would you say? I forgot I
Oh,
got
they got you. You in trouble again,
yeah, I got 20 days left.
Mr. Shaw. You know what? I don't know what it is because as soon as I went on live, they talking about they can't get me on my page. I don't have time for this. So, do men, um, do men do men like commitment?
Do men like commitment? You're live, man. Do men like commitment? Men like commitment depending on the situation and the woman. Everything is situational with a man, right? Right woman, right situation, yeah. But how long can he stay committed? That's on the man. That's all on the man. I say this again. I say this all the time. I talk to somebody. We have it's peace. All right, we ain't had no arguments. It's peace. Gives me the vibe. But yes, I would like a relationship because it's peaceful, right? If a man finds peace, comfort, a freak, I'm not
A free.
guaranteeing you
I
freak.
keep going. I'm just
You know,
listening.
those are you peace. Peace is high on my list. Comfort. Somebody who like women say it kills me. Women like men love that ego streak. Y'all want to be told y'all beautiful every day, all the time. Y'all want flowers and gifts. So tell me that I'm doing a good job. Tell me that I'm great. Tell me those things that make me feel like a better man, right? So commitment. There are men that can't commit. I can be in a committed relationship. I talk about cheating because it's funny, but when I'm with somebody and they make me believe that I'm a great man, I don't have to cheat because she gives me what I need, right?
So, so do you know your love language?
Yeah, touch, words of confirmation, and
Words of affirmation.
words of affirmation. I apologize. Touch, words of affirmation, and I think there's one more. Words of affirmation, touch. Nah, it's not gifts, not gifts. That's another one. Gifts are one, right?
Acts of service.
Acts of service, that's gifts. What are the
No, acts
other?
of service and gifts are two different ones.
So there's acts of service. What are acts of service? Pulling
Acts
up
of
the door.
service are doing things
Oh,
for you.
romantic. That's got to be romantic acts of service, huh?
Yeah, romance can be a part of acts of
What's the
service.
last one?
So it's acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gifts.
Quality time, words of affirmation, and touch.
Okay, physical touch. So, since you brought that up, guys, I am plugging myself. Check out my show, Situationship Talk, where my crew
You
and
saying you
I
need my boy?
hop on at 9 o'clock tonight and we talk about what is your love language. So, since Mr. Shaw merged two shows together, thank you. So I can plug the show, Situationship Talk on Facebook Live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're talking what is your love language. So Mr. Shaw says he can be in a committed relationship once women are able to hit those three love languages for him. And that's one of the
Love.
things.
It's there's things in a relationship that I need more, but those are just the loyalty and their trust, you know, vibes. Everything with me is vibes. Like I was talking earlier, we don't have what is our compatibility, right? I want to know if we go on a game show, can we win the game show by knowing each other? Though that's where I'm at with it, right? If we're gonna be committed, that's where I'm at with it, right? I had never seen that before. I had never seen nobody want to do that with me, right? I've been running.
But
I've been
people don't know. And that's what we're, and like I said, that's why we have these
my boy just
conversations.
Carter. What it do? Not
That's why
for
we have
real.
these conversations on this side because these shows are about learning, right? We tell you guys
Any
that all the
woman
time.
I've asked, before, most women don't know their words of affirmation. I mean, the words of confirmation or the love language.
Their
Women
love
don't know.
languages.
There's so many women that don't know their love language.
But there's so many people that don't know who they are.
People,
Right?
you know what's difficult for me as a man? We're not so much about, oh, they don't talk, they don't do this, they don't do that. It be the same way for women. Women talk when they're mad at you and they got something to beat over your head with. A woman doesn't want to talk when she's wrong. A woman doesn't want to talk when she doesn't know how to love. A woman doesn't want to talk when she doesn't know how to treat you. Women don't want to talk then. Women want to talk when you're wrong.
So is that one of the reasons why women have become, a lot of them have become baby mamas and men have become baby daddies and marriage is a fairy tale?
We
Do
don't
you
work hard
think?
enough. I feel like we're not working hard enough in relationship. What I need everybody to realize, nobody is forcing you to be in this committed relationship. You like this person and you want to lie to them if you don't want to do the right things in this committed relationship. Because you're not forced to be here. Right? That's what we
Right.
have to realize. You're not forced to be here. And I tell myself this all the time, talking to someone and having a baby mama, I got to start leaning toward the things I do with my baby mama if I'm going to be honest with this person, right? Because if you're going to be...
But isn't she your baby mama for a reason? Like, right? So what about our toxic behavior, right? Because Catherine asked the question, would you just rather have kids with a woman instead of being committed to them? And in anything we do, in my opinion, it's all a commitment. That's the thing about it, that's the reason why I am so heavy on the sauce with polyamory right now and people just being honest. Because anything you do, you have kids. You have a lifetime commitment with that person if you're a good parent. Because your kids never stop being your kids. They need you. And I say this again because there's a lot of people that don't understand this. And yes, this is me ranting and being a little angry because I'm sick of so many people not understanding that your kids are a lifetime commitment. You owe your kids a lifetime of love. You owe them a lifetime of support. You owe them a lifetime of guidance. So if we can't be committed to each other, you got to understand, you got to be committed to something. So if you struggle with commitment, as you said, because you're a bad person, that's for women and men. When I say parents, I ain't just talking to men.
And I'm not, when I direct my conversation, it's not directly at women, but I go from what I know. I know it's hard for women out here dealing with men. I know it. I know it is. It's no question. There's no ifs or buts about it. I know it's difficult for men with dealing. For women with dealing with men in relationships because men aren't honest, bro. I'm at the point. Most men be too broke, but I'm at the point where I told the girl I talked to today, my vices are drugs, money, and women. And not just drugs. Don't let me say drugs. Weed.
I was just about to say, when you say drugs, you're going to be looking like he's a drug addict.
Weed. I'm a weed head for sure, but weed. Okay, I'm weed. I'll say it again. Weed. I ain't touching nothing else. So I like that. Now, with mine is those are my habits. But everything with me is manageable. So Candy Kaylin, if I go broke and I ain't got no job and I can't afford to get no weed, you know what we're gonna do? Drink a whole lot of water. All right, we're gonna drink a whole lot of water, be boo-booing because I'm going through withdrawals. Because when I can't do it, I can't do it. But when I can, those are the things I like. I'm at the point I'd rather pay for sex than to talk to you about it. Then I want the STD paperwork when I give you this money. But Candy Kaylin, if I just want to sleep with you, what am I talking to you for?
Just please use a condom. Let's please practice safe sex.
Nope.
I don't know. You're sleeping with a random prostitute with no condom?
I ain't say prostitutes. You
said pay for sex. That's prostitution.
That is prostitution. But if it's a woman that look good to you, so you would rather a man talk to a woman that he really don't like, so he gonna bullshit her, tell her whatever, of like, look, you attracted to me. How much is it gonna cost? And can I get the STD test before? I'm heavy on the STD test.
I don't know if these are jokes or if this is real. I never know with you anymore.
I'm dead ass. Bro, listen.
This is real?
Most women fucking for money. Most women will do anything for money in the first place.
Oh, wow. Well, see, first of all, can I address that for women? Right? Women need to get their shit together. Okay? And I say that and I said it. I said what I said and I mean what I mean.
Because... be real. Look at Biggie. How much pussy would Biggie he got if he ain't have money?
That's all broke men. Broke,
what I'm
average looking
saying.
men.
That's what I'm saying.
Only certain women
you gotta
like
be
you, and men
fine.
usually don't like them
Women
women.
only like men if you fine or got money, right? So
And,
my
and I
thing,
and I think as you get older, like somebody on my timeline who's going through a midlife crisis, and he made a very very good point. As you get older, everybody fat. I check my timeline. Like I be mad at myself for being
let's
fat, but
you
it's some
a
people.
gym all the time. Let's you a gym rat.
You say what?
Let's you a gym rat and you eat him.
Exactly. As we
Perfect.
get older, we get fat. And there's some people that's my age that I done seen, I be like, oh, he fine, fine. Some of them getting fine, fine. Some of these women, y'all fine, fine, sis. I got some chicks on my timeline that I be like, girl, you
Yeah,
fine.
why I put it back?
But as we go to our 30s and women have had babies and men are working jobs, some of you as men are working extremely hard. Fine kind of goes out the window. And that's one of the things that I've had to learn. Like, people don't stay fine, as you said, unless they're gym rats. So the
Yeah.
reality of the situation is, and I say for women, get your
Maybe
shit
I'm headed
together.
back.
You say what?
The gym, I'm headed back.
Yeah, but you and me both. But the thing is, we've got to do better as a people.
Mhm.
So Kirk made a very good comment about the fact of, I see no way Nick can effectively be active with all of his kids. Let's address that.
That was Wayne, Kirk. I wasn't even saying that. That was
Kirk
Wayne.
said he just coming into his own with his weight. Kirk, it happens, bro. It happens. It happens because of time, right? You're raising kids. You're trying to be,
You ain't got
in
time
these
to do
committed
the
relationships.
the gym take too much time when you don't got time.
Well, we don't make time, right? That's what I'm
No, just think
understanding.
about it. You go to work, you come home, you deal with the kids. You ain't had a the gym is bro. The gym is a relaxation, but it's not a mental relaxation. Because if you in the gym and you mentally relax, you're not going hard enough. When I'm in that
Well,
house, I'm training like I'm in anime, right? I'm training
anime.
like I'm in yeah, yeah.
Is that weird porn you watch?
I don't watch weird porn. I watch regular porn.
That's what anime reminds me of. It's like
No,
weird.
no, no. That's hentai and stuff like I watch anime. In anime, it's about how hard you work training to be the best version of yourself.
Right, but we also have to like refocus our mindset, right? And we have to make time for the gym. And that's what I'm telling myself. Like, you need to, I work until 10 o'clock at night. As you said, I'm tired. My legs hurt. You standing up. Like, we have to make some better adjustments and decisions because we need to decide what's most important. For me, my health has to be most important at this point. I'm about to go into this new season in my life and I need to be
You know what
right.
I'm for eat for dinner. Probably for me Chick-fil-A salad for dinner.
Next year I need to be right. So no, and I've also decided I have to go to the gym because I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. Okay. One of the things there are certain things that as I've gotten older, I've realized my body just doesn't agree with. Those are the things that I am trying to slowly rotate, but I am not gonna be miserable. That's another thing that I've decided. Like, I need to go to the gyms because if I want some ice cream, I should be able to have some ice cream once a month. Not every week, not every day, but I should not, like, we shouldn't be living miserable trying to be healthy.
Not
That's
for
why
me.
we need to go to the gym. And so, Kirk, you say that Nick can't be effective with the kids. We talk about these commitments for a lifetime. I agree. If you have 7 kids that don't live in the same house, and even if you have 7 kids that live in the same house, we were 3 kids, and I know that my parents were not always. By the time we were middle school, they could not be everywhere. So imagine living in a different city from your kid, trying to go to work, as Mr. Shaw and I are talking about. Nick Cannon works like 80 jobs on top of trying to go to the gym, trying to maintain your health. He has a talk show. He has Wildin' Out. He hosts one of them game shows, The Masked Singer. Like, sir, that's 3 jobs that I can count for you with 7 kids. And women, why have we allowed this to be the standard? For any women that are on, share your opinion. Like, why have we allowed this to be the standard? For me, that ain't no standard. That's why I'm old and I ain't got no kids. Because I wasn't about to be out here being everybody's baby mama. He can afford the kids, but again, we talk about love languages, right? Let's understand why people are screwed up. Every kid needs something different. Every kid needs something different. My brother and I think we do have the same love language, which is quality time, because we were also kids who grew up with people being present. So for me, love means you're present. I don't necessarily need to hear you tell me every 2 minutes that you love me, but I do need you to be present. And I don't respect anybody that's not present. And I do mean physically present. So when when I graduated, were you there? Are you following Situationship? Are you following Pull Up? Are you listening to my podcast? Are you turning around listening to our podcast? Are you hitting like when we do a live pop-up? Are you there? Did you offer me your spot? Those are people that I want in my circle as family and friends, and even in a relationship. So Nick Cannon not being there, one of those kids need quality time. How not to get his... One of those kids is gonna be fine with him spending the money. One of those kids need a hug. And as parents, you just can't do that. So, I mean, financially, yeah, but emotionally, is he available? And are we as women, like I said, I just don't, why are women allowing, for me, I just don't understand the need of being, a 3-time baby mama. I wouldn't want that pressure on myself. Like, because ultimately somebody has to stand up and be committed to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I got 3 kids and they got 3 different daddies, I also don't want my kids away from me for Christmas. I got kid A for Christmas. Oh, I don't got kid B. And I know things happen, right? I know things happen, but that's what we're talking about, like setting a standard for yourself. When do women start to set standards for themselves? Because I don't believe you have to be committed in these relationships. I feel like if you're going to have a kid, you maybe have your kid. Women do it all the time. And they're fine with just having their kids. Here come your mama.
You can't be doing
Yeah, we just said that. Mm-hmm. He can't be emotionally there for them.
Tell you something about kids, but yeah.
Doing anything for money, including up their ovaries for a lifetime financial gain.
Most male parents before 2000 want their emotionally for their kids. That's not what most men do. So Nick Cannon not being there presently emotionally for the kids, that's a lie. It's FaceTime. Let's be realistic. He has enough money to where every baby mama that wasn't Mariah Carey can have her own room in a house. Do y'all remember Real Husbands of Hollywood?
They're back.
I didn't know that.
He has 4 jobs. He just added another job.
What was Dwayne Martin name on? He said Slick. They called Dwayne Martin Slick. He said Slick. Right now, tell this motherfucker got a helicopter. This nigga Nick Cannon got a helicopter. And he said it on the Nick Cannon been not sitting on my grave. Nick Cannon has enough money so all them kids can live in his house.
Yeah, but do the baby mamas want to live together? Like, as Kirk said, they're sacrificing their ovaries, and that's what we go back to.
Girl, I pay you. He pay her handsomely. Put it like this: if Brittany Renner is getting PJ, how often do you hear people complain about Nick Cannon not financially taking care of the kids?
Well, we don't think it's fine. I don't think it's financially, but like you said, emotionally.
As long as they got some money in their pocket, they don't care how their kids feel.
So you go back to the fact of it. I say women all the time. I tell women all the time. I'm in the process of reading 7, which is Wadia Clark's 7th installment of Thugs and Women Who Love Them. And there's just a little bit of a spoiler for anybody who hasn't read the book if you don't know the series. Get your mama. Somebody, at least 2 of them.
They gonna dislike him because he was rich and he was working hard?
Well, sometimes kids who don't have any understanding are gonna dislike a parent anyway, whether they did everything right.
Let me tell you something right now.
There's just some kids who gonna dislike whoever.
I'm not Nick Cannon, and if I had millions like Nick Cannon, I still wouldn't have babies everywhere. I would be finding somebody who I can have multiple kids with. Like we having kids, we not together. I don't want 3 and 4 baby mamas. If it had to be,
Dr. Dre has a 30-year-old who's homeless. She mad at him, so it don't matter.
Now, this is the thing. Our parents get mad at us for telling them the truth. It's a whole lot more people say a whole lot worse than their parents. We don't
dislike them.
Say that. We do for y'all. They even try to do for their father. He didn't want to be bothered with them on Father's Day. So we try. We try.
We don't dislike. But it's understanding, right? It also goes back to, Day and I were talking about this the other day. It's about people who have balance understand that I'm an oldest kid, okay? And parents don't have kids before, so everything that we know is a module that we've seen before us, right? You're parenting your kids based on the things that you saw, that between your parents and your grandparents, how or things you've seen your friends do, or things you've seen people around you do that you liked and you didn't like. There is no manual for this. And so, like, even what we're saying with Nick Cannon, and that's why I say for women, you've got to make better decisions, because ultimately, unless fathers are deceased, mothers are usually the ones who are responsible for your kids' emotional well-being. You're responsible for their development. You're responsible for their growth. So, as Kirk says, you have to make better ovary decisions. And if you decide that you don't want to be committed, and that's why I go back, you know, if you, I go back to the fact of, if you're making better ovaries,
we got to pay DeSoto then Duncanville. Lord.
Well, anyway, Mr. Shaw, that's a sports topic. If you were being responsible with your ovaries, you understand that your kids, their development matters. And that's why I say, and so for me, I feel like kids would be, you know, as you said, they can go in one house. That goes back to the question of, is it just another example of polyamorous relationships that women refuse to be in? So you'll say, oh, I'm never going to live with that woman. And that's what I was saying about the book. Oh, I'm not going to let you date me and her. Well, Nick Cannon obviously has 7 kids. He had 4 this year. So y'all obviously knew Nick Cannon was sleeping with other people. Jesus. So as Mr. Shaw say, why not just move all the kids in one house together?
I'm just being realistic about the situation. Y'all just care about the money. Now they're going to say, no, I want my own spot, woo, third. But how many of them work? Mariah Carey is the only baby mama that Nick Cannon has that I can say can tell me something. I am hard on this. If you and a man have a child and it's not 50-50, and the money's not 50-50, if he bring in 80% of the money, if he bring in more than 80% of the money, you need to be quiet. Now, if y'all make matching,
I don't subscribe to that philosophy, but keep going.
So what you telling me is, I make 80% of the money. I'm supposed to listen to you. What if you make bad decisions? Situational.
Situational. See, but you got to separate money and decisions, right?
No, I'm saying, those aren't the same thing. I make the money, and you make bad decisions. I can't listen to you. Now, if I make 80% of the money, but you make great decisions, I'll listen to you.
Well, you see that comment, I'm your mama's child. I'm talking. I don't care. You can make 100% of the money. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. Now, if I make bad decisions, that's why you're in a partnership, right? And that's why we talk about commitment. Sometimes you got to know that don't make no sense. You know, if you say we're on a budget this month, right? Mr. Shaw, if a man tells a woman, and that's why I say where we all have to like find our balance in this life, understand who we are, be good team players. If you say, okay, listen, we got $3,000, we living on a $3,000 budget, and this woman comes to you and says, I want a Range Rover that costs $1,000 a month, we got a $3,000 budget.
First of all. That don't make sense. If the Range Rover, we not supposed to have that. That's rent somewhere. I don't care how much money I make. I'm not paying over $400 car. No, I'm not doing it.
Well, sir, you're not gonna have a car because the cost of cars are going up. It's gonna get higher and higher. But if it's not in your budget,
you put a down payment on it high enough, it's gonna lower that. If we can't put a down payment on it, that's gonna lower.
I don't believe in down payments because if you tear your car up, your down payment is lost. That's another story. Listen, we can have that conversation, finance, another day. But I agree with you about, and I was just using that, or even a bag, right? What about these women who get with these men and they wonder why athletes and stuff go broke? Everybody can't afford Louis every month. Like, right? If somebody tells you we have a budget, and that's what you're saying about decisions, you have to be mindful of what the household budget is. And as you said, so sometimes when men aren't listening to women, it is because they're saying and doing things that do not make sense for the household. Okay? And if you don't want to be a part of that household, then that's what we're talking about, these commitments. Then you should probably be by yourself. That's just my personal opinion.
If you don't want to be committed, don't waste nobody's time. Men, you can't afford to pay for the pussy right now, but most of you men don't really want to talk to these women. You don't want to know what color they like. You don't want to know nothing about their kids. You want to sleep with them, all right? So you say, hey, you going to either sleep with me for free or what's the ticket? Because you really don't care about none of that extra. There's too much in the middle before sex. And most men don't want nothing to do with that in the middle. They're trying to get sex. So you need to figure out what it's gonna do to get past. Cause you know how often men talk to women for a month, 2 months, sleeping, and they'll never call them back. You waste her time. You waste her time and yours for 2 months.
Right, but I feel like in this day and age where commitment is a thing of the past, what kind of conversations are being had? Like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is the middle ground with everybody going, what's up? But you know what? I'm going to pause right there. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap it up. 30 minutes goes quick. This is your girl, Candy K. Lynn.
Now, when you having sex, that take forever. Oh, your boy, Shawton Shaw, aka the Fat Mom.
And this is Pull Up the Podcast every Monday here on DFWIRadio.com. Catch Situationship Talk today where we continue to talk about love languages at 9. Until then, we out.
Pull up.
DJ Scratch, you sick for this one. Listen.
All right, brother, man.
See you next week.
Show if he hits me.
I'll hit you. Let me know.
For sure.